A suburban Detroit, Michigan township stood up to the federal government on Monday and refused to allow them to resettle refugees within their boundaries until the program has been significantly reformed. According to Breitbart, Waterford Township has a population of around 72,000 and is the geographic center of Oakland County, a suburban Detroit county that is home to about 1.2 million people. Township trustees passed the resolution unanimously 7-0. The resolution states the Charter Township of Waterford will not actively participate in the Refugee Resettlement Program until the program has been significantly reformed and until it has been demonstrated that the Townships of Oakland County have the capacity to absorb refugees without diverting funds from needy residents or exposing their residents to unwarranted security risks, Breitbart reported. The resolution passed just hours before the Thomas More Law Center announced on Tuesday that it had been selected to represent Tennessee in its lawsuit against the federal government on 10th Amendment grounds over the operation of the Refugee Resettlement Program by the federal government in the volunteer state. It also indicates further legal trouble ahead for the federal government in Oakland County, Michigan, where County Executive L. Brooks Patterson has said he intends to sue the federal government for resettling refugees in the county while failing to comply with the Consolation Clause of the Refugee Act of 1980 that requires the federal government and the director of the Office of Refugee Resettlement to consult with the state and local government officials prior to the placement of refugees within their jurisdictions. The resolution, which has been pushed by the Oakland County Association of Township Supervisors, states that the federal Refugee Resettlement Program creates significant financial burdens for communities to meet the needs of the refugees. WWJ, a CBS affiliate in Detroit, reported a Waterford Township resident who attended the meeting told WWG, "We got so many people who need jobs in Waterford. What are you going to do with the refugees that come here? You're going to feed them, you're going to clothe them, you're going to house them. We can't afford that. We've got veterans that need help." The Refugee Act of 1980 includes a consolation clause which leaves the federal government open to suit by land and local governments if they don't comply. Two cases, brought by Alabama and Texas, failed in federal district court and are on appeal. These are the only two cases that have been brought against the federal government based on violation of Consolation Clause. Tennessee has yet to file their lawsuit, but will reportedly file it in the next few months. No local government has filed suit as of yet. This is a big step and one that hopefully more cities and towns across the country take against the dangerous and destructive agenda of the Obama administration and should be elected. Democrat nominee Hillary Clinton. Listen, I'm not one of those Muslims or terrorists and deserve to die type of people. I don't think all Muslims are terrorists. That being said, I recognize the dangers of bringing in Syrian Muslim refugees at such a large rate. However, I don't think, we should implement a ban on Muslim immigration. That being said, radical Islam is a threat to everyday Americans, regardless of how often it is, so it should be something to be greatly considered. Islam alone doesn't mix well with Western liberal ideals, Sharia law. No, it doesn't work like that. And again, do I think all Muslims subscribe to Sharia? Not necessarily. Listen, here's the thing. The federal government is overstepping its power by forcing states, counties, and towns to accept Syrian refugees. That's not your job, feds. You don't have a moral right to place your burdens on me or anybody else for that matter. Quit bombing other countries. That's their civil war, not ours, and maybe we wouldn't need to take in refugees. Get your crap together, federal government. I hope other towns continue to take steps like this town did to fight back against the federal government. Local governments and state governments versus the federal government. That's how it should be.